Okay, well, we are back, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I lost everything for a while, and some programs shut down. Now, I have to figure out how I am going to get everything else that I need set up because I have to delete this file from YouTube now, and all of those posts. And all of those posts that I made, now none of those will be active or valid because that link is no longer available. So, not really sure what happened there, but so yeah, I actually have to go through all of my social medias and delete all of those posts because they are no longer active, unfortunately. But what I can do now instead is copy the link. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. I have no idea what even happened. It just all of a sudden everything just like froze up in my on my computer, and like everything just froze up on my computer and went black. Um so let me save that. So I'm currently on YouTube trying to save all of these new edits and things like that. Wow, that really sucks. This is really, really inconvenient. I mean, I just made all of these posts, all of these new posts, and now I have to delete all of the new posts. So that's what's happening in my neck of the woods. But again, thank you for being here. If you are here, I know if you're not here, that's also completely understandable. Um, I need to figure out now what the link is to this current stream that I'm doing. That way, instead of just like completely deleting the post and redoing them and yada yada blah blah blah, I can just slip in that new link and then it'll work out like that. I think it'll work like that. We'll see. Let's see your channel. Okay. I found the new live, and it says that it's active, so that's good. So I'll just copy this link really quickly and replace the old link with the new link, and hopefully it'll just be a seamless process for me like that. Hopefully. Now, if it doesn't work out like that, hey, it goes like that sometimes. And I need to figure out what exactly happened with my computer just there, because that was kind of weird and not supposed to happen. So, I've had my graphics card just all of a sudden stop doing what it's supposed to do. I've had that happen before, and it's really inconvenient. You got to restart the entire computer and do this and do that, and just it's a lot. It's a lot. Especially when you're in the middle of a project and something like that happens, it's even worse because you just don't really know if everything has been saved. If it's a scary feeling, but it looks like everything is working out for me right now, so that's good. Oh, I need to now I gotta go into Tumblr. It's really annoying that you can't add multiple it's really annoying that you can't add multiple Tumblr accounts. Like everywhere else you can make you can attach multiple accounts to one account without signing in and signing out. Not Tumblr though. You have to do everything You have to do everything. Like let's say I wanted to sign into my business page Tumblr account. I would have to actually sign out of my personal page's Tumblr account. And yeah, it's just an annoying process. Why is this not letting me paste anything? Okay, there we go. Cool. For a second, it wasn't allowing me to paste my link, and that's the part that I actually need. So, okay. Well, okay, so things are rolling. Let's see. Let's keep going. So sorry, you're just enjoying my face, and right now you're just enjoying my face and watching me as I am fixing a terrible mistake. Horrible. I gotta add these hashtags really quickly. Yep. And what did I say? Live session. Yep. Okay. Live session. Creative journey. Sure. Audio editing. We're doing that, of course. Wow, that really deflated me. I hated that happened. Now I'm spending all this. Excuse me. Now I'm spending all this time doing this instead of just doing what it is that I came here to do. But it happens like that sometimes. We'll get back into it. Again, thank you for being here. Troubleshooting is important. It is important. Troubleshooting is all a part of the game. It is all a part of the game. Oh, I'm glad I actually never... I was supposed to post this to my Twitter, but apparently I didn't for whatever reason. Okay. Now I'm confused because I thought that I posted it to Twitter, so I'm not sure what happened. So okay, let's go into my business's Twitter account and make this post. Let the people know that we're here and doing things. Hashtag video edit. Hashtag video editing. Yep. Okay. Great. Oh, whoops. AUF. Okay, there we go. All right. Post. Let me make sure this link is actually taking people to the right place. It is. Great. Terrific. All right. Okay. So we're back. Now, I think that's everyone. It looks like I don't have any viewers yet, but that's okay. Before my video crashed out, I had 2, I think, and so that's okay. The folks will be back. I believe in you all. I believe you all will forgive me for that mistake. And oh, I now have 2 followers on my Twitch account, which is really dope. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about that. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's great. That's great. Cool. Okay. Look at me having 2 followers. Wow. Okay. I tell you, consistency is important because I checked last night and I only had 1. Consistency is important. When people see that you're out here doing things and you care about what it is that you do, they will want to follow your process. And I'm seeing that in my life, and I appreciate that. I thank everybody for being here on this journey of video edits and audio edits and just building a community, because I don't want to just I don't want to do this alone, and I want to do this with people, and I'm very passionate about that part. Just not I did a lot of things by myself for a very long time, and I realized that it's very boring when you do things by yourself, and it's a lot more fun doing things with people versus alone. And so I am here to build a community now. I see I have one person on Twitch viewing me right now. Thank you. Go ahead and drop a here or a hello in the comments. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and follow me. We're going to be doing some video editing. Okay, now you got me hyped. Now you're here. I really appreciate that. And so here we go. Let's take that out of my description because I don't want it there. And okay, changes saved. Great, terrific. Evening video edits live. Okay, it's go time. It is go time. It is go time. Thank you for being here once again. And let's get into it right now. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. All right. What's going on? All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, I want to talk to y'all while I'm doing this. All right. So we'll try this again. What happened last time is we attempted to open Premiere Pro and it all went wrong. Everything went wrong. My video card, everything went black, and the stream ended. And now we're back here. We spent that was 30 minutes. We started that stream at 6:45. Now we're here and it is 6:14. So 30 minutes went by. Okay, so we're back. Let's do this thing. We're going into Premiere Pro right now. And so what happened last night? Okay, so I'm noticing, so an issue that's happening right now, it looks like Premiere Pro has decided that it will not function anymore. So what we need to do is go into our playback. Let's check this one off. Or let's turn both of them on. What we need to decide here is our graphics. Nope, that's not what we're doing. Actually, we're where do I need to be right now? I need to be. You know what? I'm about to make this easy. I'm gonna make it really easy. I am instead just going to open and close the program. Now let's see, hopefully this doesn't somehow really mess up this program again. Let's transition back to me. I will close out Premiere Pro and we just fingers crossed. We don't even know what happened last time. It just decided it didn't want to work for us anymore. And I just updated Premiere Pro. So I'm not sure what happened, but let's go ahead and we'll see. Now I'm going to show it to y'all this time. I'm going to show you me clicking on Premiere Pro and what happens. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Now they just updated the program, so we'll see. All right, so far so good. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going. Now let's see what happens when I try to open up this project. Last time, everything failed. So here we go. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Uh-oh. Now, last time I clicked OK here, and everything went bad. Let's see what happens this time. Actually, I'll just click the X. I'm not even going to hit OK. Let's see. So far, so good. I'm still connected to the internet. Everything looks good. All right. Not sure what happened that last time, but we're back. Wow. And I hate that too because we were doing it was such a nice looking. We were going. It was so good, but that's okay. So we're here now. And what I told you all I was going to do at the end of that last stream is I said that I would be I said that I would actually I said that I would, instead of going through and finding each individual audio clip like I was doing before and then linking it, instead what I would do was render out that video inside of its own sequence, or from inside its own sequence, I should say. And then I would replace that video with that new video that I created. And that's exactly what I did, and it worked out for me. And so I'm really happy about that. And I think it's what I'm going to do for the rest of these clips, because I think that's really going to speed up the process. And the video still looks good. I should add. The video still looks really good. So these videos were not replaced because they weren't linked, or they're not colored, I should say. So what I need to do with these is copy their attributes and paste their attributes into the video, onto the video. Yeah, see, they did a lumetri control. Oh, okay, wait a second. It looks like somehow there's two lumetri controls stacked inside of one. Let's see what's happening. Maybe that's why we're getting these very dramatic colors on this one, and we aren't getting as dramatic colors on this one. But it's strange as it is, I think I like the two colors versus the one, actually. But let's go into our color tab really quickly just to see what's happening there. I don't know why that's looking like that, but it may be what is wanted, actually. Okay, it looks like there's only one lumetri color on this one, I'm noticing. So let's remember, y'all, I'm still working on my enunciation. I don't want to do that whistling thing that I do when I say T's and S's. T's and S's. Still. I can still say that word without whistling it anymore. I've been practicing, and I'm getting better. It just takes some mindfulness. Let's open up the window effects controls to see. Yep, there's only one lumetri on this one. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if they intentionally had two lumetris on this one, but it changes the look so dramatically. I feel like because here it's like very, like here there's an entirely different look than here. So I'm confused. I don't know. Let's see what the edits look like. Maybe that'll give me a little bit more of an idea as to what they were going for. Okay, so it looks like well, these ones don't seem to have this one. Oh, this one does have. Okay, there's two of them here. Okay. The exposure is raised a lot. Oh, I see what's happening here. Graphics were over this video. That's why you don't see the that's why they aren't colored like they are here. Okay. So where there are graphics, they have colors and things like that. Where there aren't graphics, they aren't. Got it. It's weird. I don't really like the colors on this one, actually. But I wasn't asked to do colors. I was only asked to do the audio. So I'm going to focus on this audio, and I'm going to get this done. So since I went ahead and got all of Angela's done, so now Angela's sections sound like this.
How the land is used, how that impacts my my family and my sister.
It sounds like that throughout now. So now we can move on to the next set of clips, which is Michaela. It looks like Michaela. I'm gonna guess Michaela. And I will start just in the assembly tab in Premiere Pro. How is it possible I've already been doing this for 21 minutes? How is that possible? Time flies when you're having a good time. So I will need to figure out where Michaela's things are. Okay, so let's see. How many interviews was there for Michaela? It looks like just the one. But I don't think that's true because it might be. I don't know though. Okay, well that's Michaela Cam 2. Okay, so yeah, I'm missing a lot of things here, actually. I am missing a lot. So I can close this, close that. It doesn't look like any of the the Cam B files were even used. Looks like everything is the same angle, which is fine. That happens sometimes as well. Some people will choose on just the one angle, and hey, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So we shall see what's happening here. Michaela, let's see what this. Okay, let's remember what we did yesterday to make sure that we were getting all the right files. Reveal in project, and it looks like that's where it is. That's it. What are we doing here? Okay, reveal in project. Okay, great. Same thing. Okay. Which means that what we want to do is we want to open up that source clip. Right, of course, right now we have it in and out. We can go ahead and clear that. And so you see how it says that this entire interview is 1 minute or 1 hour and 20, or the current playhead is at 1 hour and 20 minutes. But it says here that the entire file is actually only 1 hour and 8 minutes long. Now, if you remember from yesterday, that means that we have a conflict in our time codes. And so what we need to do, especially when we are dropping in that new file, is we can decide to shift it, but since we're using a different method now, we won't want to do that. And the reason is because the editor has created all of these edits with this currently set time code. What I discovered is if I use the method of rendering out a new video and then render out a new video and then use the replace footage function, and it drops that new video into the timeline, then it will be completely out of sync because it doesn't have the old video's time code. So you'll need to kind of replicate what has already been done by simply replacing the footage. And if you need to, you can always go to modify and modify that time code. Now, as you can see, there's an alternate time code here. And that alternate time code is off by 51 minutes. 51 minutes. So we will keep it like that for now. Because right now all we're going to be doing is editing the audio from this source clip. So now that we've cleared that in and out, what we can do is go ahead and edit in Audition. Just simply go to that source file over there in the project tab, and then edit in Adobe Audition. That will extract the audio from the source clip, move it over into Adobe Audition. That way we can get to editing, isolate those tracks, and see if we have that clean audio hidden somewhere in that original clip, like we did with Angela's. I'm praying and I'm of the belief, because it looks as though these interviews were conducted on the same day. And so I'm guessing, and only guessing, that the capture method for the audio will be the same between both interviews, or for both interviews. So that clean audio should be hidden in that right track. And we will find out in just a second. But in the between time, I am really happy about what has been happening here. Wow, I am really, and again, y'all, I am doing my best with my voice right now. I don't know what's been going on, and I am just going to keep my hopes high, because it seems as though it's getting a little worse and worse. But I am going to persist. I'm excited for tomorrow because I'm going to hit the gym in the morning. I did not hit the gym this morning because, again, I was dragging. I don't know what exactly was going on, but I do know that it was wearing me. It was wearing me out and weighing me down. I tried to wake up. I couldn't wake up. I tried to get up multiple times. I couldn't get up. I realized, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to see how this plays out. I'm going to wait and see if I get my energy back. I woke up a little later, still didn't have much energy. But that's okay, cuz I'm not even tripping. I think that it'll all be fine. Everything will work out. I think it's just something that's happening, like it's some kind of an illness. But I have faith that I'll get through it, and it'll be fine. I'm not one of those people who is like hypochondriac, where I think that as soon as I get a little illness, that this is it. This is the end. I think that everything will be cool. And so I'm just gonna operate in that way. Actually, everything already is cool. How about that? That's the way that I really like to operate. Everything already is fine. I am not worried at all. Let's see where we are in Audition. Everything is cool. We are ready. Great. That is great to know. So let's go ahead and switch back over. Let's go ahead and switch back over to Adobe Audition, because we are all ready. So what are we doing? Let's go ahead and switch back over to Adobe Audition. Here we go. Yep. Yep. Okay. We're ready. So, unlike the clip for Angela, this file seems to be a bit more even. So let's see what happens when I mute this right channel, and let's see if we have better audio and it's like a higher level that we can actually hear, so we won't have to boost the gain as much. Maybe we won't have as much noise. Let's see.
Okay. And didn't really understand why we had to go to like different places.
That's already pretty good.
I think I started getting into high school and just seeing what it was kind of like going to like North Oakland and Berkeley for like parks and green spaces versus living in East Oakland in high school.
That's already pretty good, actually.
Experiences there. When I started high school, I went to Skyline.
That's not too bad. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see what will happen because now I want to go ahead and just put ah, man, sucks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and extract channels to mono files. Still doing the right, but I'm gonna delete the right anyway. There's the right. No. There's the original extracted audio. Okay, here's the left mono.
Okay.
You're gonna look at my camera, and you can look at me if you
Like bike lanes and walking.
That's actually pretty
lanes
decent.
for
Okay,
it.
so in this one, they definitely boosted
It's definitely
the
not
line
green,
already.
and kind of has been
So that's
forgotten.
good. So now when we do
Isn't
the
really
when we do the
used
edits, we won't have to
actively,
boost these gains as
partially
much.
because there
to get
is
to decent
also
levels.
a huge unhoused community right across the street from AB&I, because Oakland prices are just
Let's add a
ridiculous.
bit more.
And so this community uses the green space to live. They're also the ones that are hit most by
Do it a
AB&I
bit
and their
more.
pollution, which is
sounding
super
pretty good
important
already.
because a lot of the times when we go to agency members or we go to elected officials, when you look at solutions
Boost it a
to
little more.
mitigate air pollution, one of them are close your windows and your doors and stay inside, which for unhoused folks.
Okay, so now that we've done that, now we'll want to find that bit of audio that has no talking in it to capture that noise print. That way we can get that noise out of there. That's happening. It just seems like in the line, and that's good. That'll be fine. That's perfect. Yep, that's what we want. Let's capture this. Capture noise print. Great. So now let's select this entire file. And what we want to do is go into our effects tab, go into noise reduction, hit that noise reduction process, and let's listen to it now.
my camera.
Okay.
You're gonna look.
Ultimately, I think a lot of this is on the city too, especially because it is very much like a public street, public property. And on that specific side, there's really no houses next door for people to even have more of, an ownership of the land, or feel more accountable to the land. It's really, I think, a city service that the city of Oakland should be investing into. But they just haven't. And I think now,
Okay.
there's just so much that the city of Oakland ignores that happens in Deep East
Do that
Oakland.
again. Start. There's just so much.
There's just so much that the city of Oakland
Okay,
ignores.
let's
in
hear
Deep
it.
East
Let's hear it
Oakland.
without now.
So I think aspects
That's what
of
it sounds like without.
greening spaces and making them livable and comfortable and beautiful and accessible and usable is not a top
Somebody was
priority
really
of the
walking
city.
around.
Tell me. I don't even think I recognized
What is that sound?
that there's. I mean, I've seen it. I think I saw it either on the toxic tour or maybe.
Somebody was doing
chemical
something.
that they might be using that's causing runoff and going into the community, going into local waterways.
Okay, let's hear it now.
Also, like anytime metal
This
is
is it with it.
involved, there's usually like crushing or somehow processing that to be used for different parts or recycling it. That's usually a process that also causes emissions. That cause climate change and also just like general air pollution. Yeah.
So tell me, when, and I never.
Project that I use is kind of like, how can we shift our world and our actual day-to-day life, which is definitely hard, but how can we shift it to not need the First Avenue Library in ABNI? And this is a physical building that is used to trade foreign goods.
Okay, that sounds great to me. That sounds really good to me. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. And you see how quick and easy this can be? This can be very quick, very easy, done very fast. As long as you know what to look for, how to isolate, how to create mono channels and things like that, you can get these kinds of cleanups done very quickly. So let's pop over back into Premiere. This is what it sounded like originally.
From high school, from Oakland, I was just kind of like, well, what do those things have to do with me and like the air that I'm breathing? I think I was like 16. We went on essentially a toxic tour of Richmond, and
That's what it sounded like before. This is what it sounds like now.
goods and products. However, when you're a truck
it's a little
driver
loud.
or when you're doing business here,
I'll bring
you don't
it
have
down
to
a
pay
little
any
bit.
type of tariff or tax, which usually happens, when you're trading, especially with a different country. That's really important because essentially people are kind of doing business in East Oakland for free. And when you think about how much congestion the trucks cause and how much pollution, how much damage it does to the road.
So we can see that the
none of
usual
that money
level is
being
somewhere right
recirculated
around
into East
negative
Oakland
9.
or the community. The
wanna bring
community
it up
isn't
just a little bit
seeing
more.
any of the money that's produced for California or
Boosted
for
by
Oakland,
1.3 decibels.
by trading goods.
That way it's sitting somewhere right around 7,
Yeah.
which is pretty decent.
In here, like, especially the Bay Area, have a grocery store. That would not happen in literally any other community.
Okay,
any
so
other,
let's
like,
go ahead
white
and
or
add just
wealthy
a
community.
little bit. I'm talking like a little bit of
Folks
reverb or
live
reverb
right
reduction.
next to auto body
So
shops.
we want to hit that.
Where auto body shops
De-reverb.
are mixed into residential homes. That type of planning does not exist in other cities. It's not allowed. And I think what's really important for me is that all of these decisions have a code. There's a planning code that the city of Oakland updates of kind of like, how close can we put homes to industries? Can we allow mixed use zoning where we have industry and
sounds really good to
residential
me.
buildings?
Sounds really good to me.
And redlining played a really, really big part of that because East Oakland has always been seen as an area that can just be forgotten and can just
Let's
be
go
dumped
ahead and throw
upon.
this into a
All the
multi-track
industry
session.
that Oakland and the Bay Area needs,
We'll say,
to kind of
what's
push
it?
themselves
Michaela.
can just kind of happen in East Oakland.
Audio.
So let me just go back and.
Okay, throw that into a multi-track session. Now that it's in the multi-track session, we can go ahead and export it directly into Premiere Pro. So let's go ahead and do that now. And this is the quick and easy part. So now that we found that solution to where we won't have to individually find the endpoint, find the out point, since there's a lot of edits, a lot of different clips, a lot of all of that, I'll show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and I think it'll help you out also in the future. How it is that I'm going to replace these things quickly and efficiently. Let me show you. It wants to create a new audio track because what happens when you do an export directly from Audition to Premiere Pro is it drops it into the project automatically. But we didn't really need that to happen. But it's okay that it happened. Excuse me, sorry. So here is that audio. Here's the audio. Here's the audio track. So now what we can do, and it's going to make our life very easy. We can go back to project, or we can go back to the bin where all of those interviews are, which is the interview bin. And since we ripped that audio directly from the video, then that means that this audio will go directly into the, or when we get it, that means that this video will work, or this audio that we just edited will fit perfectly into the video that we got it from. So here we go. And there it goes. It should line up with her lips and everything like that perfectly. We shouldn't have to do any editing. Here it is.
Or pathways.
Yes.
So
and it does. Now I'm not sure what's happening or why. Oh, I do know what's happening. I do know what's happening. The sequence isn't set up to fit the video right now. So let's see. I need to edit this sequence. And I think it was just 1920 by 1080. We'll see. Sequence settings. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it did it like this. And actually, it's not even allowing me to edit for whatever reason. That's so weird. Let's hit custom. 1920 by 1080. Okay. Yes. Okay, there it goes. Now it fits. Now everything is fine. Now we're all back to normal. Set to frame size just to make sure. Oh, well, actually, wait a second. Because something is off. Okay, wait a second. Was this 4K? Let's see. 1920 by 1080. Okay, what's the scale then? Because something is off. It looks like they shot it in. Looks like they shot it in 4K, but it wasn't shot in 4K. So something is happening here. Let's see these properties. Let's see the property of this file. Let's go into project. Let's find this, reveal it in project. Let's see how big this is. Properties. 1920 by 1080. Okay, so I'm confused now. Now I'm confused. Why it's not like that here. Because it's acting like it's bigger or smaller than. Let's look at the properties once again when it's actually in the 1920 by 1080. Huh. That is so strange. We did set it to 1920 by 1080. Maybe I hit something else. For whatever reason, it's not going. Okay, I think I see. Oh, there it is. Ah, there it goes. So we had it set itself to D1 DV NTSC, which is not the pixel aspect ratio we want square pixels. So I always have to check. Always have to check things like that. And now it should be perfectly fine. Let's see. Yep, okay, that corrected it. So now let's set it to frame size. All right, so we're gonna remove attributes. Okay, there it goes. Now it fits perfectly fine. Great. Terrific. So now, this is what we did. So check it out. So we'll solo that new audio. And I'll show you
about environmental justice.
This is what it sounds like now.
And education. And when the pandemic happened and my school closed down, I came back home to Oakland and CBE was looking for a youth intern.
Great.
So I applied
But
for the
this
position.
is what it sounded like
and
before.
Yeah, I've been working with CBE for about 2 years now, since 2020. Started off as the youth intern, was really involved in getting East Oakland to go through the AB 617.
That's what it sounded like
process,
before.
which is a state process to decrease air pollution.
Not what it sounds like anymore, though. We fixed it.
And now I'm the youth organizer.
Now it sounds like this.
And so we started up a Youth for Environmental Justice.
See how easy that can be? I mean, quick, simple, and easy. So let me show you the process that I'm doing now that I didn't do before. Or that I didn't show you before, is what I should say here. So what I did now, what I'm doing now is I am going to render this video out. I'm going to render it out. And when that happens, I will be able to then just replace this original footage with the new video that I've created. And by doing that, it will replace every instance of this old audio with the new audio from the new video file. That'll make life so easy, fast, quick, simple. And that's the secret. So how am I going to export it? To preserve that original, really good looking video, what I did yesterday was okay, that's not what I want. I'll name it Michaela new video file. That's how I named new video footage. That's what it was. And I'll make a new folder. New footage. And I'll probably use the same settings that I used yesterday, which I will show you what those were. I really boosted up the megabits per second, and it still came out to a lot less than I expected. So it said that the file would probably be about 25 megabytes, which is actually, or 25,877 megabytes, which is actually 25 gigabytes, but it didn't come out anywhere to that size. What actually it came out to about 17 gigabytes, and the actual bit rate that it produced was actually closer to, instead of 50, it got closer to like 37. And so I'm going to boost this up even more. Now it's saying it'll be about 30 gigabytes. So I'll run it like this, and hopefully I preserve those beautiful colors and things like that. The video remains flexible as it did before. I just want to doubly ensure that it happens. So I'm satisfied with these settings, and I will go ahead and send it over to Media Encoder. Save that project, and once that Media Encoder opens up, I'm going to go ahead and close Premiere Pro. That way I know that all of the all of the memory that I've dedicated to these Adobe apps will be given to Media Encoder, and everything will be good. Everything will be fine. So if you've been here before, you know that once that thing gets sent over to the Media Encoder, that's where this session will end, because that Media Encoder is about to eat up a lot of the video card's resources. And so I am going to shut down everything else. I am going to shut down everything else, and I am going to say goodbye to my beautiful audience. Thank you all for being here again for a live video / audio edit. Again, thank you for coming back if you started here but had to leave after that first failed attempt at doing a stream. I don't know what happened with the video card. Shut everything down. Lost my stream. It blew everything. I don't know what happened, but we came back. Thank you for being here. And I will see you all tomorrow. Of course, like the video, comment on the parts that you thought were interesting, and subscribe to the channel. Absolutely subscribe to the channel. Be sure to know when I'm going live. Of course, I have the schedule. I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, somewhere between 5:30 and 6 every Monday through Friday. Because we edit every day. Consistency is key. But just in case something fluke happens, like a drop stream, you'll get that sent to the new link sent to your email so you can rejoin us. Thank you again for being here. I am Jonathan Smith. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night. And I am excited to see you at the next live edit happening tomorrow. Good night. Peace.